This is Ratchet and Clank 2002. We are on planet Iridia, and we're just going to keep on going through this game. So, yeah, here we go. This is Skid McMarks. We saw him in the infobot earlier.
Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw you, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
So, a little detail here. I was stuck on this planet for the longest time because when I was little, I always missed this part. I didn't even know where it was, and I didn't know how to check the map to find it. So, ever since then, I always do this part first. These guys are kind of funny. They're called sand sharks. They look like, I don't know, a mix between, I don't even know, a shark, a mole, and just teeth. And you just gotta steamroll through them. This is why I bought this weapon, because it is at its peak use in this part of the game. And with pretty much any enemy that dies in one hit, but swarms you. Most worlds have that happen. Also, I don't know why they kind of sound like a horse when they die. Yeah. Creative choices made in this game. Oh man, they're flying down. So those things are spawning now. That's why I gotta destroy those two. Preferably first. And yeah. When you're getting swarmed by enemies like that, the Pyrocitor is the weapon to have, especially with the lack of strafing. Like I said in the previous video, they give you plenty of tools to deal with the shortcomings of this game, so just gotta take advantage of them. By the way, this is a lot of enemies to have processed by the game at one time. Oh, great, I missed it. Oh, never mind, it's right there. Nice. Oh, man, I hope I can collect those bolts.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
Yeah, so that was Skid McMarks. He also comes back in a later game. We'll go and play that one too at some point, I'm sure. I love the original trilogy of Ratchet and Clank, and when Tools of Destruction came out on PlayStation 3, I enjoyed that one. I didn't think it was amazing. I borrowed it from my friend and I gave it right back after I beat it. But then later, I was kind of turned off from Ratchet and Clank for a while. I didn't really see the point in playing the newer ones. And then, just on a whim, I looked up Crack in Time on Amazon, and I ordered it. Which, by the way, all of the games that I'm playing, I have physical copies of. I would recommend, if you are emulating a title from PlayStation 2, GameCube, whatever, please buy the disc. If you can find it for cheap, just get your hands on it. the world of downloading ISOs from the computer is very dangerous and very punishable, and I don't want anybody to fall into that. So please, find a legal copy and, you know, enjoy. Enjoy it for what it is. These are full games, and they are available for less than half, more often than not, the price of a full game that's brand new. Anyways. Oh, and PlayStation 2s. Also, you can buy them for anywhere between $50 to $300 if you want one that's factory fresh. You can find them in Japan for super cheap if any of you are planning to go to Japan at some point. There are plenty of ways to get one. So don't write it off, you know? Give it a shot. Anyways, so I found Crack in Time on Amazon, and I thought that because Tools of Destruction went the way it did, and the newer games just kind of looked like they were redoing what was already done in the past, a little bit watered down. I didn't have much hope for Crack in Time, and I never played Into the Nexus or All for One, but I did play Crack in Time, and wow, that game is just such a breath of fresh air. It feels like a passion project. The amount of work and time and polishing that they put into it, I am 100% gonna play that through on this channel. I enjoyed it so much. I want to share that joy with you guys. Trying not to say you guys again, I'm sorry, but it's such a good game. And games like that are the reason why I wanted to start this channel to begin with, because they just seem like they're lost to time until you find them. And when you find them, you're gonna be so glad that you did. But yeah. So now we see kind of another new thing going on. These guys are just working, hopping down from the environment they're working in. I just got hit. This game is fun to play, easy to play, but not easy to be perfect at, I guess. I'm sure somebody out there has done a no-hit run on this game. That's not gonna be me. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best over here with the limitations that I have. That's not to say that I'm making excuses for my lack of skill. I fully admit that I'm not an LG gamer over here, you know. I'm just here to have a good time. That is actually where my username came from. When long time ago, I played Counter-Strike with one of my friends, and I was annoyed with the it's no secret, the toxicity of the community. I mean, some people love it, some people grow from it. Oh my god. I'm so bad. Some people love it, some people grow from it. It wasn't for me. I'm just not built for that kind of atmosphere, and I didn't have fun in it. So, my time on Counter-Strike was very short. But, when Overwatch came out, I really loved the idea of it, and the community that I experienced playing on the PlayStation 4 was more often than not friendly and warm. So when I set up my computer account on my PC, I named my username, or I put my username as ggworldwide. because in case I didn't get a chance to say GG, I just wanted the vibe to be there, you know? Keep it wholesome, keep it casual, keep it relaxed. Just kind of wish everybody a good time. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm wishing all of you a good time if you decide to pick up these games and try your best to make them work and just enjoy. GG Worldwide.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that info bot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
So I don't remember. I think this was actually an optional kind of side trip. We completed the Northern Loop. He wants me to win the race and bring him the prize. This question mark over here, I think that's where we were supposed to go. So we're going to go over there. Yeah. The question marks pretty much mark story progression. And everything else is just kind of there. But yeah, plenty to do in these games. I can see that there's a gold bolt over here. Right over there. But yeah, as I was saying, GG Worldwide came from the good experiences that I had playing Overwatch and wishing everybody that same experience. However they may play games, however they may experience games, just, you know, good game to everybody. The most important thing to me when playing a game, whoops. Sorry. The most important thing to me when playing a game is that you can feel the passion of the developers that created it, and that you have fun playing it as well. Now, I know I'm messing up a lot while playing this game. Haven't died yet, so that's pretty good. But, I'm having fun. And I'm sharing this experience with you, and I hope that you can feel the same way. And that's why GG Worldwide was the name that I had to keep on using, because it is my wish that games can be enjoyed by everybody. Whether you have money or not, whether you have the newest console or not, everybody deserves a break from the world. The world is a scary place sometimes, and sometimes you just need to hole up a little bit, recharge, and what better way to do that than enjoying yourself with a game, having a good time with your friends, whatever it may be. When you can't have fun with your friends, you got games. And when I was little... When I was little, I had a lot of friends, but I felt like, you know, I grew up, had a brother after I was 10. But before I was 10, I had friends, and my friends weren't always around. I was a very busy child. I did karate, guitar practice, piano practice. I was in Boy Scouts. I was doing all kinds of stuff. And because of that, when I didn't have anything to do, I felt antsy and anxious, like I had to be doing something.
Yes!
So I played a lot of games. It made my parents so mad. It made them so mad because I was always playing games. But, I mean, I felt like I had to be doing something. That kind of continued into my adult life. I'm constantly busy with my own projects and trying to make stuff happen. That's why I'm doing this now. Oh man, how do I... There we go. It won't auto-lock. But yeah, I don't know who can relate to that feeling of, you feel like you're constantly needing to just do something. Probably a lot of you. But that's been my life. I always feel like I have to be, you know, go, doing something. And right now, I have quite a bit of free time. Spend a lot of time with my dog. Spend a lot of time working on other stuff. And this is my passion project. GG Worldwide. So that everybody can enjoy games and have a good time. I don't know how big this is gonna get, and I don't expect it to, honestly, because I don't have a lot of money to put into this, and I mean, this project, it's to help me grow, work on my abilities of talking and what have you. If I can help some people on their way, then even better. Anyways, let's continue on to the next planet. Logging site Eudora. I didn't talk much about this world, but this world also feels very alive. A lot of ships flying around and what have you.
Yes, quite lovely. That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
Very blunt commentary on big corporate. Alright, now we're in Eudora. When I was little, this was one of my favorite tracks from the game. It's very unique. I don't know. It's just fun. Alright, let's take a look here. We got two things we can do here. This south loop here, this is, I believe, where we need to go. And this north loop is kind of more optional. It's going to get us some extra money, though, so let's do that. South loop. I already got the trespasser. Right, the trespasser. It's one of the puzzle minigame mechanics in this game. It's a gadget, and pretty much all of the Ratchet and Clank games had something like that. It's kind of a fun little thing that they added in, and turning one of the gadgets into a minigame. I don't know, it's just a nice touch, you know? In the later games, it gives you bolts, which is kind of nice. In this game, it doesn't, but it's okay. I'll deal with it. These robots scared me when I was little, because they kind of grunt aggressively when they run towards you. And another creative one-shot kill enemy. Very nicely animated. I'm sorry that we're not, like, stopping to enjoy these animations a little bit more. Maybe I will do that. Another console that I grew up with when I was little was the Game Boy. Game Boy Color, in fact. It was... played Tetris on that. Tetris is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not even going to bother putting it on this channel because it's Tetris. We all know what Tetris is. Can play it for 10 minutes and you've seen the whole game. It's just fun. It's a puzzle game, and it's entertaining to play through. I could play it for hours, but I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna make you sit through that. I prefer to enjoy a game like this with a progressing story and achievable goals on the channel. Alright, another bolt crank. This level was full of these. I think maybe they did that to slow down the pace of the game. I'm not sure. Get you a little bit more time out of it. There's not much of that in these older games, because actually, so when the transition to Blu-ray happened, they also kind of have blasters. But yeah, when the transition to, oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, got distracted by that. I forgot you can actually shoot down the ships in this level, and it'll get you a skill point. They have skill points in this game where you just do a random action. It doesn't show you them yet. But when you beat the game, you unlock a bonus menu, and when you complete certain actions, you will achieve skill points, and you can see all of the skill points in the bonus menu. However, just to show you an example, I'm gonna shoot down a couple more of these. There you go, just earned a skill point. So those exist in the game, and they will let you unlock certain cheat codes, I believe. I don't remember if they had cheat codes in this game, or if it just unlocks skins, or what. But yeah, just a little detail. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. That happens sometimes, and that's something that I need to work on by doing this. I'm trying to improve all kinds of skills. And one of them is going on tangents and forgetting what the heck I'm talking about. So yeah, we'll work on that. We'll take a little bit more time to look at the animations of these guys, because it's pretty unique the way that they did this. See, they're robots. Should be like tough steel bodies that aren't very movable in many ways, but the way they emote, I'll see if I can do that in editing. If I can zoom in on them or emphasize the features that we're seeing here. I'm still very new to editing as well, so bear with me a little bit here as I learn these skills and make it into something that's fun for everybody. But yeah, their animations are very unique, very jelly-like. Let's see if we can do this one. See how the face kind of stretched to show surprise? And yeah, they're all fully animated too. There are even games that come out now that don't put that much thought into the detail of their characters. It's kind of sad to see. And this kind of sap harvesting machine? Interesting. They really thought of many things. That guy's looking around for a challenge. He's got to slam his head back into place. It's like a Rock'em Sock'em Robot type deal. Oh, he's pretty strong. He took two whole bombs. And here we got Glove of Doom. I wasn't expecting that yet. Glove of Doom is a weapon that we're gonna get soon. It's gonna help us a lot with the bosses. And yes, this game has bosses. just like the newer ones. Yeah, for now we're just making our way. Oh shoot, he doesn't flinch. Sometimes you can stagger them with a heavy enough hit. The blaster and the pyrocitor don't really do that to some enemies. Some enemies stagger on a dime. Alright, looks like we gotta go that way. Yeah, this game, the world is very well designed, I would say. Everything kind of points you in the direction that you need to go and just follow the hints. And don't get hit by the enemies. If you can help it. And we got plenty of money now. That should future-proof us a little bit. Oh boy, these guys. You can probably just put them off. There we go. Easy peasy. They're waiting for you to come and fight them with your wrench, I guess. I wonder if there's a skill point for that. I don't remember.
Sweet.
Suck Cannon is a original weapon idea that came from this game. Actually, I don't know if it happened in any other games, but yeah, it makes this kind of tornado, sucks the enemies into it, and then when you stop, it becomes a weapon. Oh no, I should have long jumped. Oh, okay, we made it. Nice. It also has the benefit of effectively killing the enemy when it sucks it in. So you get ammo, but you also get all of the bolts delivered directly to you. It only works with the smaller enemies. And when you shoot them out, yeah, you can actually see that it's the enemy that you absorbed. In the later games, they let you suck in boxes too, but in this one, they didn't think of that yet. So that was kind of a nice surprise when I was small and I bought...
got some great bargains for you today.
Oh, there we go. Glove of Doom. So that's not what it does. It's not a punching weapon. But whatever, Ratchet. Yeah, when I was small, buying these games, every new game felt like it was gonna be the next big thing, you know? Like, oh my god, Ratchet & Clank 3? And I used to subscribe to Game Informer, and they would have these games on the front cover, give you a full description of the development process and what the studio was trying to do to set their game apart. And sometimes you could see the game wasn't going to be that exciting, but sometimes you would read through that developer's interview section and it's just like, whoa, like how are they going to do that? Ratchet & Clank 3 was one of those games where they were taking what they did in all the previous games and just leveling it up a step further, as you would expect. And they shared the section with the Jak 3 development team. These two games were kind of seen like cousins, like inspired by each other, influenced by each other, coming out at the same time, and giving everybody a very different experience with the same kind of 3D platformer format. And I mean, growing up, I always kind of heard that people didn't love Jak and Daxter. I definitely preferred Ratchet and Clank. My dad preferred Jak and Daxter because less weapons, less confusion. In Ratchet and Clank, he said there are just too many weapons, which I understand. But yeah, Ratchet & Clank 3 was like a true jump up from everything that I had known about Ratchet & Clank. On the topic of Game Informer, I'm pretty sure they still make them. There's just something fun about reading a magazine with all the things that you're looking forward to in it. Alright, anyways, we're gonna cut that episode here. We're gonna go fight this guy, potentially? I don't know. He looks like he's doing some stretches, warming up for us to beat him up, maybe. Thanks again for joining me for this episode, and we'll continue on the next one. I'm gonna try to just cold open it. You know, minimal introduction. We'll just get it going, power through these series. I want to make it as minimally about me as I can. And just give you guys a good experience. And stop saying you guys. That is another one of my goals. Alright, anyways, thank you for joining me for today's video. This is GG Worldwide, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.